Hey guys, what's going on? It's in the gym with Team MassiveJoes. Training some deltoids, baby. Coming to you from this lovely facility that just happens to be Anytime Fitness, Campbelltown, South Australia. With my boy, Jeremy Allison, MassiveJoe's warehouse manager, aka Jezthetic, aka Jerome's in the house.
Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth. Training on carbolin. Of course, Steve Mills, whose bag we're having into a peak here. What you got in there, Neve?
Defcon.
Training on a bit of platinum.
Yeah, I can see Defcon, Aminolast, Glycofuse.
Glycofuse and carbolin.
Well, you stole my carbolin.
For those of you that can't decide.
And carbon.
Carbolin, Aminolast.
Bit of stim-free pre-workouts, bit of alka-fuel in there.
All kinds of stuff going on, man. This is that here. What do we call, I don't think we gave a name to carbolin. We just said you're going to train like a wild bull.
Yeah, you probably,
train on carbolin.
You called it wild bull. You didn't call it wild bull fuel.
No, that's Defcon 1, man. But carbolin is the tits.
And for those at home, me and Jerome, my younger, uglier brother, we do cardio 3 out of 5 mornings a week together. This is the gym that we do our morning cardio at 6 AM.
There you go.
So sometimes we're here at 6 AM in the morning, then we're here at 6 PM at night.
Crazy, hey? Might as well just live there.
I have set up a little tent in one of the bathrooms.
This deltoid workout started off with these isolateral raises. Isolateral means one arm at a time. Lateral raises means you're hitting that side delta piece.
A lot of people ask us, why don't you start with pressing movements?
We never do.
We never do. When me and Jez train alone, we sometimes do start.
You should never. Because all of us at Team MassiveJoes, and most people in general, have overactive front deltoids. So there's no need.
So we always hit front delt, side, we always hit side delt first.
Rear delt.
Side lateral raise. Or
followed by rear delt.
Then followed by rear delt, and then followed by, generally, sometimes an upright row and then a press.
Or a shrug of some sort,
a shrug. So
typically.
You'll see later on we did our pressing movement last, which is actually, it crushes the ego. Crushes
the ego. So this exercise, you see I'm doing my drop set here, man. So I did a double drop set. First drop set was just to about, I don't know, 60% of the working weight. And then this second drop set, I dropped again to like half the weight. And I'm doing static holds, man. So I'm coming up and I'm holding that deltoid, forcing that bitch to contract. Forcing that bitch to grow. And then when I can't get any more reps, I go and do some bottom half partials, man. Just pulse them out. Put as much blood in the side delt at the start of the workout as possible.
Oh, look, here's Big Neve.
Big Neve.
Or Neven when I've done something wrong. Like that one?
Yeah, that was great, man.
So here we are, doing upright rows. I've got a bit of body English in this, as you can see.
It was heavy, man.
It was heavy. 60 kilos.
It wasn't quite as heavy as me. No. We didn't get mine on camera, but I went a little bit heavier.
I think you did 80 kilos.
I did.
So yeah, so that was the first set. So I didn't do a rest pause on that one. I don't really know why I didn't do a rest pause. But this was our last set. So here I am. These actually hurt my shoulders a bit.
Yeah, but it's a great movement for side delts and traps. The main thing to keep in mind when you're doing these upright rows is to keep your heels on the ground. Yeah. Because as soon as you start going up onto your tiptoes and jerking and shit, you lose the whole point of the motion.
So I went from 60 kilos on the barbell. I think what did we drop down to, about 24 kilos per hand on the dumbbells?
I think so. Yeah. So it wasn't a big drop at all.
Yeah, so it wasn't a big drop.
And slightly different movement when you use the dumbbells as well, because your wrists are able to move horizontally. Yeah. Whereas on the barbell, they're not. They're fixed in place.
I actually like...
Unless you got them f***ing butterfingers, then you can slide all up and down that bitch.
See, I actually like using the dumbbells better because one of my shoulders is bigger than the other.
And I just got to say, have a look at the camera work. I was operating the camera for this workout. Adil decided not to come, so I was operating. And look at the angles, mate. The viewers at home are going, Joe, you should probably fire Adil because you do a better job at his job than he does.
Man, I've been talking about firing Adil for 9 months now.
Now you've got proof in the pudding.
Hit him.
Oh, boom!
Bicep.
Wasn't expecting that from the Neve. It's not even arm day.
I would have got a pump from
Delt day.
I would have got a pump from doing that. Though. I'd pump it. I don't know what I'm saying. So here's
and here's young Jerome doing the rear delts.
What do you mean, young Jerome? He's 41.
He's nice. He's 21. He's doing the rear delt lateral raises or rear delt flies or rear delt dumbbell flies.
See, we do them on an incline here to stop the body English.
Yeah.
To stop your body from jerking.
A lot of people will do these just standing bent over and they'll start rotating at their hips and jerking and using all kinds of body English, man. When you do them like this...
Jez, what was that, Jez?
When you do them... Still some drag curls. When you do them like this, it takes the body English out so you can really focus on the rear delts. I just have to say, for the viewers at home, man, because I see this exercise stuffed up a lot in the gym. If you were looking at Jez on the side, and this is not the best angle to explain it, but imagine you are standing right next to him, looking at him side on, his elbows are in line with his shoulders.
Yeah.
As soon as you start to drop your elbows behind your shoulders, so like more towards your hips, you start to bring in lats, you start to bring in back, and you lose the whole point of isolating the rear delt.
So this is one of those, the rear delt is a very small muscle as well.
It's a tiny muscle.
So this is one of those exercises where you don't, I've seen guys go and grab bloody 30s and try and do rear delt.
And try and do rear delt flies.
And then you just
like retards.
You're just hitting just your back. So this is one of those exercises where you do have to check your ego at the door.
Yeah.
Drop the weight down. Doesn't matter if you're doing 5 kilo dumbbells. Just get that squeeze on.
Yeah. And it is ridiculous. Like, it's such a tiny muscle, man. You ain't going to be able to move shit with it. Guys go in there and they grab the 30s and they start doing their rear delt flies, man. Most guys, you know, won't even be able to, if they do it properly, bench press.
I mean, Jez is a fair sized dude.
And look at the size difference between the muscles, man.
Jez is a fair sized guy, and I mean, he's only hitting the 12 kilo dumbbells.
Not even. I think they were 10s. No, they were 12s. They were 12s. Yeah.
I mean, the son of Zeus, brother of Hercules, father of aesthetics.
And then so Jez did a drop set, and now this part of the drop set we did actually go to bent overs, and you see even here, this is a hell light weight right here at the second drop. But body English is non-existent.
Yeah.
It's fully strict form, really just isolating that rear delt and pushing blood into that rear delt for the maximum rear delt gains.
Look at Jez, starting to lean up a bit.
He is, man. He's looking good. Probably, yeah. No, he's looking good. For, what is he now, 16 weeks out?
Yeah.
He's on track.
And then
we moved on to shrugs. And we did shrugs a little bit different. We did a superset with behind the back shrugs, supersetted with in front of the body shrugs, or just your typical shrug. Yeah, and
generally you're going to be a bit stronger in front.
Always, and this is a perfect exercise for the viewers at home to see the actual difference in muscle contraction and difference in the actual movement from when I go having my hands behind my body to having my hands in front of my body. And it's a perfect way to illustrate, man, because guys do the same thing again. For some reason, when guys train shoulders, man, egos just pop out. Guys come in, throw like 200, 300 on a barbell shrug, man, and shrug that bitch, but not stimulating traps, man.
Get no contraction. You want to get
no contraction at all.
You want to get that squeeze at the top.
Yeah. You need to. You got to think about what you're trying to do, man. You're trying to hit them traps.
I mean, yeah,
you're trying to build them Johnny Jackson traps, man.
Oh,
you want to look like
Jack Daddy traps.
You want to look like a cobra, man, when you're hitting them traps.
Like your boy Ulysses.
Ulysses, my man. So anyway, we didn't do no drop sets or nothing here. We just used the same weight and we did 3 sets, man. So we just tried to do as many reps as we could on the back and then try and match that with the same number of reps on the front. And
I mean, we've all been there. We've all gone in and repped out 250 shrugs.
I wouldn't say we've all been there, Neve.
Okay.
That's a lot of weight, man. I remember when I was rack pulling like 300, man, my traps wanted to check out and go home. They were tearing strips off me, man.
When I was powerlifting, I was going and doing 250 kilo shrugs.
Yeah.
Wondering why my traps weren't really that sore.
Well, why they weren't growing. Because you just weren't stimulating the muscle.
Here's young Neve again with 60 kilo aside on the shoulder press.
So this was our last exercise, and just like at the start of the video, Neve mentioned that we tend to do front deltoid movements or front delt presses typically as last in the exercise. Me personally, I didn't even do them, man, because my front delts are stupidly overactive.
So yeah, so here we go. Got 60 kilos, then it was Jez's turn. So I think that was my second to last set.
Yeah.
And this is Jez's last set, where he does a drop set.
And you guys did drop sets and rest pauses and all that kind of shit for this last exercise too.
This exercise actually hurt Jez's shoulder a bit.
I'm not surprised. There's a lot of weight on there, man. Yeah. It hurt anyone's shoulder. So me, myself, you can see me in the background. I went and did some more side delts, some more lateral delts movement, trying to pack on some mass.
Jez decided he wanted to drop down and do 40s. Jez got a few reps out there.
Yeah.
But wanted to finish off, Joe.
Wanted to just pump some blood in them bitches. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of In the Gym with Team MassiveJoes. Where are we coming to and from, Neve?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay